respect my elders, and I do respect you, Ms. Payne. I can't let you cross that tape. You are going to have to go back behind the line." He ran behind her and pointed to the yellow tape that she had already zipped through. "This is a crime scene. Need I remind you that you turned over operations of your business to your granddaughter, and only she has the right to be on the other side of the line?" I curled my head back around to see what Jack Henry and John were doing, and pretended the roar of the excavator was drowning out the sounds around me, including those of Granny screaming my name. Plus, I didn't want to get into any sort of argument with Granny, since half the town came out to watch the 7 a.m. exhumation, and the auxiliary women were the first in line and would be the first to be at the Higher Grounds Cafe, eating their scones, drinking their coffee, and coming up with all sorts of reasons why we had exhumed the body. I could hear them now. "Ever since Zula Fay left Emily and Charlotte Ray in charge of Eternal Slumber, it's gone downhill." Or, my personal favorite, "I'm not going to lay my corpse at Eternal Slumber just to have that crazy Emma Lee dig me back up, especially since she's got a case of the funeral trauma." The funeral trauma. After the whole Santa incident, I told Doc Clyde I was having some sort of hallucinations and seeing dead people. He said I had been in the funeral business a little too long, and seeing corpses all of my life had been traumatic. Regardless, the officer was half right. Me and my sister were in charge of Eternal Slumber. At 28, I had been an undertaker for only 3 years, but I had been around the funeral home my whole life. It is the family business, one I didn't want to do until I turned 25 years old and decided I better keep the business going. Some business. Currently, Granny still owned Eternal Slumber, but my sister, Charlotte Ray, and I ran the joint. My parents completely retired and moved to Florida. Thank God for Skype, or I'd never see them. I guess Granny was semi-retired. I say semi-retired because she put her 2 cents in when she wanted to. Today, she wanted to. Some family business. Granny brought the moped to an abrupt stop. She hopped right off and flicked the snap of the strap and pulled the helmet off along with her sunglasses. She hung the helmet on the handlebars, and the glasses dangled from the V in her sweater exactly where she wanted it to hang, between her boobs. Doc Clyde was there, and Granny had him on the hook exactly where she wanted to keep him. Her short, flaming red hair looked like it was on fire, with the morning sun beaming down as she used her fingers to spike it up a little more than usual. After all, she knew she had to look good because she was the center of attention, next to Chicken Teater's exhumed body. The officer ran up and grabbed the scooter's handle. He knew better than to touch Granny. "I am sure your mama and pa did bring you up right, but if you don't let me go—" Granny jerked the scooter toward her. She was a true Southern belle and put things in a way that no other woman could. I looked back at them and waved her over. The police officer stepped aside. Granny took her hanky out of her bra and wiped off the officer's shoulder like she was cleaning lint or something. "It was lovely to meet you." Granny's voice dripped like sweet honey. She put the hanky back where she had gotten it. I snickered. Lovely wasn't always a compliment from a Southern gal. Like the gentleman he claimed to be, he took his hat off to Granny and smiled. She didn't pay him any attention as she bee-lined it toward me. "Hi," she said in her sweet Southern drawl, waving at everyone around us. She gave a little extra wink toward Doc Clyde. His cheeks rose to a scarlet red. Nervously, he ran his fingers through his thinning hair and pushed it to the side, defining the side part. Everyone in town knew he had been keeping late hours just for Granny, even though she wasn't a bit sick. God knew what they were doing, and I didn't want to know. Granny pointed her hanky toward Pastor Brown, who was there to say a little prayer when the casket was exhumed. Waking the dead was